So I'm gonna work on coding problem set 3, and I've looked at most of this, and I've figured out how to get it into Colab. What I've decided to do is make a public repository with the two files, the words.txt and the hangman.py. And then so here I install git python because that's what I'm using, and then I'm going to import repo and then repo.clone the words into here. Now I'm doing cd cps3 and then python 3. Basically I'm going into this directory and running this as it says here, and then open, run the file, and then this should be printed out, and as you can see here, it's printed out 55909 words. Okay. Now I guess I'm gonna go through the rest of these because I originally started recording before, but then I was like, let me figure out how to load it into Colab before I start doing it. And because this is public, it doesn't matter. Because this repository is public, it's pretty simple to download it. So, okay, this works, and then here's all the implemented stuff. Alright, the code between the following code, helper code, end of helper code. Helper code. I think I'm gonna read this because it's not in a IPYNB file, it's just a Python file. I might have to re-implement it here just so I can see everything that's going on. Then choose words. Okay. Now, okay, requirements. Here are the requirements for a game. The computer must select a word at random from the list of words that was provided in words.txt. Loading the word list and random word however provided for you, and that is true. There's a choose word from the word list. And then the game must be interactive. The flow of the game should go as follows. At the start of the game, to let the user know how many letters the computer's word contains. Ask the user to supply one guess, i.e. letter per round. The user should receive feedback immediately after each guess about whether their guess appears in the computer's word. After each round, you should also display the user partially guessed words so far, as well as the letters that the user has not yet guessed. You're allowed 8 guesses. Make sure to remind the user of how many guesses. No, the players will only ever submit one character at a time, A through Z. A user will lose. Okay. So I can assume that they'll. I guess this means I don't have to validate input because it's assumed. User loses a guess only when she guesses incorrectly. If the user guesses the same letter twice, do not take away a guess. Instead, pretty much letting them know they've already guessed the letter and ask them to try again. The game should end when the user constructs a full word or runs out of guesses. The player runs out of guesses. He loses. Reveal the word to the user when the game ends. Problem 1 is the word guessed. Okay, this doesn't seem so hard, so I'm going to ignore most of this for now because this itself is good, or this doesn't require anything else other than the secret word and the letters guessed. So let me just there. Def I think is word guessed. And then so I guess all I need to do is check for each letter. I wonder if I can just extract unique characters. Simply by string to unique characters pattern. Okay, so there it has to loop through to figure that out. So there isn't a built-in function for that, which means if I'm going to loop through it once to figure out the duplicates, I might as well loop through and figure out if that is within the letters guessed. So let's start. So I'm thinking I'm going to go through each one and check if it's contained in this list. So for each character in string Python. Okay, so it's for C in secret word. Check if list contains value. Okay. Okay, in, it's just in. So if C not in letters guess, return false. And then this is return true. I think this should work. Through each character in entered string. If the character has not been guessed, character has not been guessed, return false. After looping through everything and not returning false, return true. Okay, so now let's try here. Secret word apple. Actually, no, let me just do it like this. Letters guessed, and then print is word guessed. Oh, I forgot to run this. False. Let's go. So I got A. No, I don't have A. I have P. I don't have L. So I need A and L. So if I just make this A, and I gotta make sure this doesn't work. So this should also be false. And then true. A, this works. Okay, so I'm gonna move this back to whatever it was. So it returns false, and I think that's enough for problem 1. Let's start by writing 3 simple functions that will help us easily code the hangman problem. First, implement the function is word guessed. Okay. Secret string, secret list of letters. The function returns a boolean true if secret word has been guessed. Okay, this is the second thing. Hints. Let me see what this shows.
The weird option type we don't have. Let's see. First one you found identity and print out the user the gap. And then
okay. I don't know if they're going over the code. Yes, so get guessed word, so correct. Okay, this is interesting. I don't know why this seems more complicated than it needs to be. So correct guesses equals 0. I think this makes sense because we want to know how many incorrect guesses. But I don't think it matters. Now right here it says correct guesses equals 0 for guessed in letters guessed. So for each guess, if guess is in secret word, if guess is in the string, then correct guesses plus or equals secret word dot count. Okay. Count guess divided by letters guess dot count guess. Okay, I see this, and then yeah, I think this just makes it more complicated than what I did. I mean, it's doing basically the same thing except you're looping through the letters guessed. Instead, I'm looping through each character in secret word, and I think this is much simpler of an implementation personally. Okay, I guess I'm gonna submit this video for problem 1, and then I'll be back to do problem 2 and so on. Before that though, I'm just gonna create these headers. So these 3 are just gonna be initialization code. Okay, can I make this header? Okay, that seems about right. And then this is problem 1. Problem 1. Okay, and then table of contents. Okay. I think this is good. I'll submit. I'm gonna submit the same file for all the problems once I'm done because they build upon each other. But I'll upload these videos separately. All right.